Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hoosiers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Takes a handoff. It's Richard. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those choke plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's a nice job on third down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first third down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe. Everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
The run inside. It's Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Play number 9 on this drive. Here's Mensah to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Richard. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Kings offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking for room. It's Fletcher. couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined.
Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Escapes the pressure going right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Hoosiers will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Sets up the screen. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The run inside. It's Richard. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He's got it again. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, he's still on his feet. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Mensah. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play-action fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Catch in the middle. It's shot. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pass to 45. Makes the grab in their space. Pass to 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Indiana!
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finds his man. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Fletcher. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
All right, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Dante Moore. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Running behind that left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Right back to him on the ground. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be met.
There's some room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. The Ducks have their offense in high gear.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Davison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Nice move to keep running. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Sends it back in motion. Throwing more. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Still on his feet at the 35. Maybe some room here. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Now adjusting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it. It's Davison. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Ducks will try to convert on fourth down.
Sweet. Western. Level. Still going.
Fourth down, Moore. Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Here's Moore to throw.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barnett, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
On the ground, it's Davison. And he could not get loose on the run. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brooks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. The run inside. It's Davison. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dante Moore. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Moore to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing Moore. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Dante Moore wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They are undaunted by going 0 for their first 3 4th down attempts, and they'll try it again. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Finds a man on the left. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Berry. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for an open area to his left. The throw. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They'll line up for a second down play. On the ground, it's Berry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Blevin. Rushes on him. Good. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Tigers! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. It's complete on the right side. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Here's Moore to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Going downfield for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And man, this home crowd has...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Moore. Under fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Ohio. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Ollie Rose.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys, back to you.
Ollie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Say it. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, say it. Punch it out of the air. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Running to the left. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Calandria. Released to the back. He makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love the play calling. I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away.
Got a little grass. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back. It's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Huskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Calandria. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So it really just opens up all. The whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown.
There's a crease. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Sayin from the gun on third down. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on the counter, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Sayin gonna take a shot. He's got it right on the field.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throw it, say it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback.
He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pocket breaking down. On the move and looking. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The run inside. It's Jackson. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, and that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Sayin on the play action. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job stick.
He uncorks one deep. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Calandria. He'll pull it down. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down.
Here's a little room there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd knows when to bring it. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Turning it up. Got enough space. Touchdown, Husker. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These corners backing off a bit. Here's Sayin to throw. Takes a shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Caught, and he's got room. And gets a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use it.
Finding some room. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that end. Nice job by the defense.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll go play action with Sayin, trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sayin. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Thank you.